Hi there and welcome back to video 2 of the series of videos in which we will be practicing answering HR related multiple choice questions. These series of videos will be particularly valuable if you are preparing for an HR exam like the SHRM or HRCI exam. This is video 2, let's begin. As per the Blake-Mouton model, if a manager has a high concern for production and a high concern for people, then what type of leadership style is this manager demonstrating? Our options are A. Country club manager, B. Team leader, C. Impoverished manager, or D. Middle of the road manager. So the Blake-Mouton model of leadership is a grid that considers a leader's concern for production and concern for people as two separate dimensions as demonstrated on this grid. Based on these dimensions, 5 leadership styles are identified, which are as follows. 1. Impoverished management. So this type of manager has a low concern for both production and people. 2. Authority compliance management. High concern for production, however, a low concern for people. 3. Country club management. High concern for people and low concern for production. Number 4. Middle of the road management. Moderate concern for both production and people. And number 5 is team management. This has a high concern for both production and people. So as per the given information in this question, the manager is demonstrating a high level of concern for both production and people. Therefore, the correct answer is option E, team management. The manager is prioritizing both the needs of their team and achieving the production targets, which is the ideal leadership style according to the Blake-Mouton model. Great. Next, how does an organization achieve ethical universalism? Our options are A. Applying organizational principles across cultures without regard to local ethical norms. B. Applying organizational principles at satellite offices and altering principles to meet the local ethical norms of the local office. C. Applying organizational principles to align with external norms of departments. Or D. Applying organizational principles to align all departments with the host country only. The concept of ethical universalism suggests that ethical principles are universal and apply equally across cultures and contexts. To achieve ethical universalism, an organization should apply ethical principles that are universally accepted across different cultures and societies. An organization can achieve ethical universalism by developing and implementing ethical policies and practices that reflect universal ethical values such as honesty, integrity, respect, responsibility, applying them consistently across all the cultures and contexts in which they operate. This approach ensures that the organization's ethical standards are consistent irrespective of the cultural, social, or economic differences that exist in different regions or locations. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Applying organizational principles across cultures without regard to local ethical norms. Perfect. Moving along. Leadership style is plotted against task maturity in which of the following theories? A. Blake-Mouton theory, Maslow's, McClelland, or Hersey-Blanchard. Now before I explain this answer, I apologize in advance for interrupting the video right now. Just a quick message from me. If you are preparing for the SHRM exam, then consider checking out my SHRM exam study guide, the one-book learning system. I have left a link in the description of this video where you can find more details about this guide and how to use it to ace the exam. Now back to the video. According to the Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership theory, a leader's effectiveness is determined by how well they can adjust their leadership style to the level of task maturity or readiness of their followers. Task maturity is the ability and willingness of followers to complete a specific task or objective. The Hersey-Blanchard situational leadership theory proposes 4 leadership styles that are matched with the follower's level of task maturity. These 4 styles are directing, where the leader provides specific instructions to the follower with low task maturity and closely supervises their work. 2 is coaching. The leader provides guidance and support to the follower with some level of task maturity but who needs further development. Number 3, supporting. The leader facilitates and empowers the follower with high task maturity to take more responsibility for their work. And lastly, delegating. The leader provides minimal direction to the follower with very high task maturity and trusts them to complete the task independently. Therefore, the correct answer is D, Hersey-Blanchard. Moving along. According to Shein, 3 individual layers of culture are interrelated. What are they? A. Artifacts and products, norms and values, basic assumptions. B. Eiffel, missile, incubator. 3. Family, context, diffused. And D. External, singular, or organic. According to Edgar Shein's model of organizational culture, there are 3 interrelated levels of organizational culture, which are as follows. Number 1, artifacts and products. This is the outermost layer of culture that is visible to outsiders and represents the tangible and observable aspects of an organization's culture, such as the dress code, symbols, language, architecture, and technology. Second, espoused values and norms. This level of culture includes the shared beliefs, values, and norms that define how people in the organization behave, interact, and make decisions. These are often stated in an organization's mission and vision statements, codes of conduct, and other formal documents. The third layer, basic underlying assumptions. This is the deepest and most unconscious level of culture that consists of underlying beliefs, perceptions, and assumptions that are taken for granted and rarely questioned. These assumptions are so deeply ingrained in the organization's culture that people may not be aware of them. Therefore, the correct answer is A, artifacts and products. These 3 levels of culture are interrelated and create the overall organizational culture. The outer layer of artifacts and products is the most visible aspect of the culture, while the underlying assumptions are the least visible but most fundamental to an organizational culture. Great. Next, which one of the following is a key characteristic of a learning organization? A. An assessment center. B. On-the-job training. C. Systems thinking. Or D. Learning and development. The correct answer is C. Systems thinking. Systems thinking is the ability to see the organization as a whole and understand how the various components and processes are interrelated and influence each other. It involves recognizing the complexity and interdependence of different systems within the organization and how changes in one area can impact other areas. A learning organization is one that continuously seeks to improve its performance by creating a culture of learning and development. This includes promoting a growth mindset, encouraging experimentation and innovation, and providing opportunities for employees to learn and develop new skills. Now, while options A, B, and D may be important components of a learning organization, they do not represent a key characteristic of a learning organization as defined by organizational learning theorists. If you're preparing for an HR exam, then make sure you download your free HR practice tests from my website linked in the description of this video below. Thank you for watching this video. If you're finding value in my videos, then smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. I post HR and leadership related videos every week. I will see you in the next video.